Hello, it's Allie. Today we will be working on my spread for April on my online journal. This bird is a bird I made a while ago on Procreate. I've been teaching myself how to use Procreate, and I've kind of been stuck on just doing florals, so at the time I thought I would branch out and try something new, and I think the bird came out really, really well. For my monthly spread, I like to use both the physical, like on the left, I like to use the physical representation of my week because it kind of gives me an idea visually of what's going on. But I also like the list format on the right. It's just very helpful. You know, both of them kind of give me this view of what's going to be happening in my week. And then I thought I would decorate it with clouds. This theme, you might be a little confused with this theme. It's mainly just a color, the color blue, as you noticed. Sometimes I do themes where it's like flowers, birds, and other times I just use the color itself. So yeah, I decorated this April spread because I didn't want to just leave it as it was. I added, and as you can see, I kind of been messing up on the clouds, so I erased it a couple of times. But I enjoyed the clouds. I think they look very cartoony and very cute. Yeah, so that's why I did that. Something you may be wondering is, well, not wondering, but maybe wondering, because I use multiple bullet journals. I have the physical and this online one. I also have a gratitude journal, a positivity journal where I put in what's happening in my week and how I feel about it. And then I have a junk journal where I literally just put stuff on a page. But you may be wondering, Allie, why do you have so many journals? And I have that many journals because it gives me ways to express myself freely. It helps me track my mood. It helps remind me to be grateful. Ooh, real quick, I really like Zinnia because, as you can see when I scroll through these, they have so many templates, you know, so if you are in a rush and you need to just have something done for your week, they have ready-made ones. And so that's very, very handy. But anyway, I use so many journals because they help me keep track of what's important. So if you guys want to see my other journals and what I do in there, just let me know. So I'm going to get rid of the stuff on the right side here. I kind of want to start using mood trackers and habit trackers. I just am not very good at keeping up with them. And so I was like, what's the point? But I think I might start trying to use those because they're very, as you can see, they're very fun to use. They're very important, you know, they're trackers. They help you keep track of things. Something you'll see me do a lot is I'll go back to the previous page to see how many, like the dates, because I get so confused with the numbers. And then I'm checking my phone real quick to see how many days were in February. No, not February, because this is April. So I was checking how many days were in March, and I was wrong, and so I need to fix it. And so you'll see me swipe back a lot. And then here is your reminder to subscribe to my channel. We would love to have you, and by we, I mean me, because it's only me doing this right now. But as you can see and might be wondering, Zinnia has so many stickers and so many paper packs, just a lot of stuff. And that can get very difficult to navigate if you don't know your way or you're not that patient like me. I'm not that patient. So I use the search bar and I type in things like blue, flowers, leaves, and it helps me organize my thoughts and get everything that I need. I love quotes. Quotes are so fun. And as you were probably wondering, the spring showers bring May flowers is more of a May quote. And so I needed to change that real quick. So I changed spring to April. And so now it's kind of both an April and a May quote. But, oh well. But yeah, the search bar is very handy. The quotes are very fun. You'll definitely see as I make more videos and show you I am a maximalist in comparison to a minimalist. If you don't know what that means, it means, minimalists think less is more when it comes to their art and their craft, whereas a maximalist likes to put everything they possibly can on a page. So you'll definitely see with my work that I definitely like more on my pages and my spreads. It's just kind of my style. I love the scrapbooky feel. Yeah, so as I was saying before, I really love how Zinnia has so many templates, blank ones, colorful ones, and they all are just being used to help. This flower I made is, I think it's really pretty. I love it. When I first started learning how to use Procreate and when I started watching tutorials on how to use Procreate, they did a lot of florals, so that's kind of a lot of what you'll see from me right now. I'm trying to branch out and do some more like landscapes, maybe even a bit of realism, portraits. Yeah, I just think it would be really fun, but it just is time, that I have to spend and use, and I'm a very, very busy person because I'm a music education major. But yeah, this spread isn't my favorite. I was kind of, trying to be quick because I didn't want to make a super long video, even though that's kind of what happened. It was my first time filming myself bullet journaling, and so I think I'll definitely kind of shorten my future videos so they're not as long, because I know for some people it just isn't as enjoyable to sit through a 20-minute video. But if you're still here and you're still watching, congratulations, especially if you reached the 10 to 15 minute mark. So thank you for watching this far. Yeah, if you guys also, because I'm going pretty fast here, if you want a more in-depth video on how to use Zinnia, I can definitely do a video on how to use Zinnia. I haven't tried the other online planners. This was just the first one I tried that I really, really liked. If you guys also want me to check out other planners and figure out how to use them so that you guys can kind of get an idea of which one is better, which one you like more, or you're just curious, I can do a video like that where I help you guys out. Yeah, I think the reason I'm not a huge fan of this page is it kind of lacks a theme. Like it's still blue, it's still kind of the theme, but it's kind of like a little bit random. There's a flower, there's a pen with stuff coming out of it. But yeah, I might change this later, but for now it's staying because I already made the video. And you'll like it because I made it. That's me looking back on my other spread. Because again, I can't remember what I have the memory of a mouse. I literally just cannot remember. Like I'll wake up in the morning and I'm like, what happened yesterday? So I'll be making these spreads and I'm like, what did I just do? I have no memory of what I just did. Going back to these templates, I think I decided I would just put the templates down first because I like I said, I was worried about the time and this length of these videos. Me checking the dates, me deciding to just put the spreads on since I was just there. And by just there, I mean the open templates were already open, so I was like, why don't I just put it down? And then this is me trying to remember how many I should put down. And I've remembered, or didn't remember, but I counted that these 3 were the last ones needed. So back to why I have 2 bullet journals instead of 1. There's a lot of good things about zinnia, and there's a lot of things that I wish were different about zinnia. And there's a lot of pros and cons to a physical bullet journal as well. So some of the pros and cons with zinnia, it's an app that's on your phone as well as on the iPad, and you tend to have your phone wherever you go, or at least I do. And so when I'm at doctor's appointments or I'm at school and I need to know what's happening in my day, I can just pull out my phone and take a look, and it's right there. Yeah, and it's also fun. I really enjoy making Procreate art. It's a little, in my opinion, Procreate art is a little easier to make than physical art because you have these layers and you can delete a layer if you need to, whereas when you put something physical down, it's there for the whole time. So if you mess up, you mess up. But I also like, the one thing that I'm not a huge fan of with zinnia is the notifications. And by notifications, I mean there aren't any. So if I need a reminder that I have a doctor's appointment today, I don't get one. It's kind of like with the physical one, you have to check it yourself. Otherwise, you miss things. Which isn't terrible, it just means you need to be responsible in your checking. So yeah, that's kind of the only thing. If they put notifications, I would say it's perfect. But anyway, the physical one, some of the pros, I really enjoy the physical one because it lets me physically express myself in artistic ways. I really, really enjoy art, and I miss making physical art, paintings, calligraphy, all of that is so much fun for me. And I just missed it, because I don't know, the online one couldn't replace what the physical one gave me. And so I decided I would do both because they both have their pros and they both have their cons. And so, I just decided that it would be worth it to do a physical bullet journal and an online journal. And even though it takes a little more time for me to do, I haven't regretted at all doing both the physical and the online. Because like I said, they both fulfill things that I need in my life. That need to express myself artistically, the need to be organized, because I didn't mention it before, but I have ADHD. And so it was very, very difficult growing up because my mind is so scattered and goes all over the place that I just forget, and so there's such a need for me to be organized in my daily life that it was very much worth it for me to use the planner. And so whatever you use, whether it's a bullet journal, a regular planner, or your phone, you know, all of it is in the name of organization. You know, everyone needs to be organized, because when we're not organized, we don't get anything done. I think this spread is actually my favorite. I love the kind of scrapbooky feel to it. And I think I go to Pinterest. What am I doing? Nope. Yeah, Pinterest. And so I go to Pinterest and I look up, when I'm trying to find photos to use in my bullet journals, I use Pinterest all the time, and a lot of the times I'll just type a color aesthetic. And for those who don't know what aesthetic means, it's basically, in the adjective form, it's concerned with the beauty or the appreciation of beauty. And as a noun, it's a set of principles underlying and guiding the work of a particular artist or artistic movement. And so it kind of just pulls up all these photos that are really helpful, you know, and are really pretty. And like I said, they're concerned with beauty. And so they just help me find ways to decorate my bullet journal. And I love adding white details. Sorry if you guys can hear my cats meowing and my dogs whining. I promise I'm a good pet owner, they're just vocal. But I love using the white markers or the white pen to add details to my paintings. I just think it's so pretty. So yeah, this is kind of like my favorite spread. I'm just locking everything in so it doesn't move around. Checking my dates again. I like this spread too. I like the kind of doodly vibes that it has. I'm very much a doodler. That's kind of my art style. I've only just recently started doing realistic type things, like with the flowers and the birds. And that was me realizing that there's only 30 days in April rather than 31, so I had to fix that real quick. But yeah, I love art, I love creating art, and it's been really, really fun sharing it with you guys, even though I'm like brand new and there's hundreds of other bullet journalers out there. I think you shouldn't go at it with the intention to make more followers or to get famous or whatever your kind of worldly feeling is. It should be because you enjoy it, you know. And I really, really enjoyed editing. I really enjoyed recording. I enjoyed making. And so, I don't know, I think I'll keep doing it because it was just so much fun and kind of fulfilled a need that I didn't even know I had. But yeah, you know, definitely subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you guys want to see. You know, I'm very new to this, so if you guys have tips and tricks, things I can do to make it better or more fun for you guys, just let me know. And so that is the end of my April spread. I'll just kind of show you guys everything all together. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you have a blessed day.